So a lot of you guys ride your motorcycles to work and back, and you do a lot of errands on these motorcycles. So that means you're getting on the interstates, basically main arterials, and then side streets. But there's always going to be people that are trying to get you. You know, at least that's what it feels like. And that's what's happening here. Okay, we got a lot of debris on the road. A vehicle stops, we run in the back of them. What do we do? And that's what we're going to be going over in this video and talking about what are some of the things that we could have done and some of the things that we just don't have any control over. So now that we know what happened, this is day 3 of me trying to raise as much money for the Distinguished Gentleman's Ride. So guys, if you would like to sponsor me, it's for a great cause. It's for charity, guys. So click the link in the description, click the link in the first comment, and donate as much as you can. $5, $2, $3, $20, whatever it is you can. It's for a good cause. Anyways, so let's go ahead and move forward just a little bit here. And right now, I just want to point out we have an amazing space cushion, okay? So the whole point of using the planning method is to position yourself for safety, locate hazards, adapt to those hazards, and navigate threats, okay? So threats are basically hazards that come out and get you. Well, positioning yourself for safety is going to help you see as many hazards as soon as possible. It's going to also make it to where you're set up for success, to where you can navigate, maybe brake, swerve with minimal, really, inputs. If you put yourself in this lane position, all you have to do is swerve one lane position to get in the next lane versus getting all the way from the right side all the way to the left. That's what I'm talking about there. So the adaptation of hazards is if this person starts to slow down, it looks like we're catching up, we're catching up, we're catching up, we're catching up. So adapting to that would be to roll off the throttle so you maintain that space cushion, okay? But right here, I'm already locating some hazards, okay? Plan, P-L-A-N, okay? So adaptation is based off of what you can locate, and what I can locate right here is the fact that we got closer and closer and closer. I also see something very uncommon in a common situation. Cars aren't typically riding on the shoulders. I see some debris in the road. So all these different things are putting me from yellow stage where I'm zoned in looking for these hazards, right? We're planning, right? Locating, looking. Now I'm in orange stage where I located a specific hazard or a target threat or a target hazard where it's like, okay, I don't like this at all. So I'm going to remove some of my perception and reaction time by reaching for the front brake and the clutch, and then looking around for escape path just in case something happens. If nothing happens, I just go ahead and release that, and then start looking around again for the next thing. But then if I have to, I'll keep jumping back and forth until I actually have to go into red stage where that is an actual navigation of a threat, okay? So that's the end portion of plan, navigation of a threat. So we're not there yet. We're still adapting. If we could just adapt and roll off the throttle, maybe we're not going to have a huge problem, but we're not doing that. So now we're going to put ourselves in a situation where we have to navigate something, and that's the whole point of situation awareness. So you don't have to use a red stage emergency maneuver. You could just kind of adapt by rolling off the throttle, maybe switching lane positions. Anyways, we're going to be moving forward just a little bit more. So that's the uncommon thing right there. We got debris. We got a vehicle off to the side. We got this vehicle. Now we're getting closer and closer and closer, getting closer and closer and closer. Okay, now what do we do? You know, we're so close. It's way different than what we had just a couple seconds ago. So we definitely need to be applying some brake pressure, okay? We need to slow down. We definitely need to. We're catching way too quick. It doesn't matter if the speed limit's 65. Welcome, he's not going 65. It doesn't matter. He's not going 65. We're going to run into the back of him. We can't have that. So slow it down. Start looking for escape paths. And we didn't. Okay, so now we're just following the vehicle in front of us. So we talk about ride your own ride. What if this was a motorcycle rider going off the road and you kind of followed? See, that's kind of part of that. So you always have to make your own decisions. You can't just follow people. And one thing that I see right here is the fact that the head, this is all head mounted, okay? So what he's doing, he's actually staring at the car. You notice how the car is in the center of the screen the whole time. You don't see any head checks. You don't see anything like that. You don't see looking for patterns. You don't see looking for escape paths or anything like that. And that's what you should be doing. You can't focus. This is target fixation where you're focusing on the wrong thing when you should be looking more to the left or maybe looking to the right. Okay, there's an open spot. I'm going to go for this one because this one sucks. This one's way better. Go for it. And that's what you should be doing. You should not be staring at the vehicle because if you are, guess what? You're just going to go straight to the vehicle and you're going to crash. So let's go ahead and move forward a little bit more. And there's the impact. So he's actually actually started to fall down. If you notice, he started to fall down before impact. That's going to be probably too much front brake pressure, and he slammed those brakes, lost traction, dumped the bike, but still impacted the vehicle. So that's going to be the problem right there when it comes to the crash. So how do we fix that? Okay, let's just go back just a little bit. We have good space cushion. We're positioned for safety. We're locating hazards. Nothing to adapt to yet. Nothing to navigate to. So you're constantly PL, 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 PL when you're doing your plan method. Okay, so I see something right there. The uncommon thing in a common situation. I'm going to adapt to this whole situation now. I know that there's debris in the road. I know cars are doing some crazy things. I know that they like to slam the brakes and then move out of the way. They don't really think about their 360 situational awareness. So I'm going to go ahead and adapt to this. I see that there's road debris in the right lane. I'll move off to the left lane. If I was positioned for safety in lane position 1, 2, or 3, if I was in lane position 1, I just move over to lane position 3 in the next lane. That's all I had to do. I adapted the situation, roll throttle, apply some brakes, whatever it is I need to do, and then on with my day. I haven't had to navigate anything yet, but now we're getting into this area. We haven't done that, so I still haven't adapted. I located a hazard, still haven't adapted. Okay, now I got to navigate this. Now I got to get around this in an emergency maneuver that I don't want to do because it's been a week since I practiced it, and you know, it's a little scary, and I'd rather not be in scary situations, so I don't want to freaking swerve or brake. I just want to move over. So that's what happened here. We still haven't navigated. Nothing. And the red stage maneuver, the red stage scenario of getting too close to the vehicle, about to crash, and I need to stop, we didn't navigate that. Okay, we didn't do anything until the last second when we start to fall down. So we didn't do anything until last second, and that's because we weren't situationally aware, because maybe this is a commute to where, and I'm assuming here, maybe it's a commute that nothing's ever happened, and I've done this 100 times, so nothing will happen, not paying attention, white staged. That's an assumption, but the thing is, it could easily happen to you. It can happen to me. It can happen to anybody. It happens all the time to car drivers. So we need to be hyper aware, be smart riders, be situationally aware, you know, seek out and recognize these hazards. We need to maintain our fundamental skills of braking and swerving. That would have helped out here. Wearing full gear would have prevented a lot of, or mitigated a lot of the injuries. So acquire and utilize it, guys. Rescue yourself if you have to. Once if you got hurt, nobody could help you. You're on the side of the road. Rescue yourself. Train and mentor other riders, and that's what we're doing here. So overall, it's just, I'm not here to say, you know, good job, bad job, whatever it is. The thing is, I want to point out factors that you can use to practice with, okay? So with this one, what I take away is practice your swerve, practice your braking, practice your situational awareness, utilizing the plan method. Position yourself for safety, locate and adapt is pretty much all you're going to ever have to do. Hopefully you never have to navigate a threat, but if you have to, fundamental skills kick in, okay? With that said, I hope you guys ride safe, be safe, donate as much as you possibly can to the Distinguished Gentleman's Ride, and help support men in every aspect of their lives, okay? Try that out. All right, I'll see you guys around.